Okay, we're going to go over graphing linear equations. I wanted to do this on graph paper, but I remembered you guys are doing it in your composition notebook, so I kind of just did a simple XY axis. I went to 5 on both of these, so please pause the video and write that down. Also, I have 4 equations we're going to graph together. When we graph these equations, we are going to use what we know, this y equals mx plus b. Kind of a quick little simple help is m, which is the slope, is going to be how we move, and b, which is the y-intercept, is going to be how we begin. Those are just kind of some helpful hints, all right? So we're going to start with the first one. I'm going to begin with the b. So the b on this one is a positive 1. That is my y-intercept. So on my y-axis, I go to a positive 1 and I put a point. Then I'm going to move how it says, like with my m, with my slope of 2. I move by using that as a rise over run. So if I have a rise over run and I only have the whole number 2, I have to at least put a 1 underneath of it to see how much I'm going to run, because 2 over 1 just equals 2. So from here, not from 0, I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. I'll put my point there, and I know normally I would ask you to draw with a ruler, but we're going to do this kind of a rough sketch of this line. All right, we're going to do the next one. All right, I'm going to begin with my -5. So -5 on my y-axis. I'm going to go on my y-axis. Because it's negative, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's my first point. Then I'm going to move with my slope. This one is right with the top and bottom. That means I'm going to rise 3 and run 4. If I put it like this, rise 3, run 4, just like that. So from my -5, I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then I'm going to, with a ruler or a straight edge, side of a notebook, make my line. All right, next one. This one, when I say I'm going to begin with whatever's being added or subtracted, there's nothing being added, so I'm going to add an imaginary 0, which means this one's actually going to start from the origin, right here. Now, my slope is a -2, and I've got to put a 1 underneath of it, so my rise is -2 and my run is 1. The only problem is I'm really not rising when I have a negative, so from 0, instead of rising, I'm going to fall. So I'm going to go down 2, and I'm still always going over 1. So I go down 2 over 1, and if you look, my line is kind of going down. I know it's not the greatest, but there's my line. Okay? And the last one I have, y equals x. Looks like it's not that much, but we have to think about all the numbers that are technically there. First off, I'm starting at 0 again because I don't have anything here, so I added 0. So I do start at 0. The slope, there's technically a 1 there, so that's a 1 over 1. So my rise is 1 and my run is 1. So if I start at 0, I'm going to go up 1 over 1. And it's going to be one that goes completely diagonally through the origin. All right, now you are going to try to graph linear equations.